Hi, my name is Srishti Suresh. I'm the head of Pupillage Recruitment at Coram Chambers, and I'm a specialist family law barrister.
Hi, my name is Mahesh Karu. I'm a criminal barrister and head of pupillage at 2 Harcourt buildings. I can certainly think of one who is now a member of our chambers who was a very different applicant, but his personality and his passion came through in everything that he was doing, both in his written application and in interviews. Seeing the individuality, something that makes a candidate different from everyone else and what it is that they bring to the table over all of the other applicants, it makes our job so much easier to be able to say that not only do they tick all the boxes, but they're going to be interesting in this job, they're going to be special, and that's what we're looking for.
I think the first and most important thing is don't panic. It actually happens to us a lot. I think all of us have had a massive dry in court and just need to find a way to claw back our ability to command the room to the extent that we're able to do so. Find ways to sort of say that to us. We're human. We know that sometimes your brain short circuits. So it's useful to have phrases to say to us, I'm just going to need a moment. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought. We won't penalise you for that, provided you come back to where you needed to be.
Well, it's important to get the law right, absolutely. But we don't expect you to be a top-notch lawyer who knows the most recent case on every little thing. But the advocacy side of it is important. And being able to structure an argument, present it logically, present it persuasively in a way that maybe you can't teach, that you have that instinct, or maybe you've really drilled down on those skills already or got them from a different job. Those are the qualities that will set you apart. You can learn the law. Don't get it wrong, absolutely, but I think that the persuasiveness and the advocacy is more important in that context.
The number one, I suppose, mistake I see is that people don't give themselves time to think about the questions they've been asked. And I think it's because they want to show that they're really dynamic and sort of full of momentum and energy to answer the question, and that they can think quickly. But we're asking you deliberately difficult questions. We do want you to take the time that you need to figure out what it is you need to say. Otherwise, it's general stuff like, perhaps accidentally being aggressive when you mean to be confident, or generally, I know overfamiliarity is a bit of a loaded word, but sometimes just reading the room and making sure that the way in which you're pitching your interactions is appropriate, because that's the best analogy we have for how you're going to be with clients.
It's really tough to assess because you can't press the candidate on, tell us the most difficult thing you've ever been through. It's not fair to ask them to do that. But we do try and find out about stressful times that they may have dealt with, any skills that they may have developed over their lifetime, not just in academics, not just in work, but in any experience they may have had, and why it is that they think they can deal with what is actually quite a tough job. So we just try and listen to everything that they say, how they approach our questions, how they approach everything that they tell us, to get an idea that they can deal with some of the more difficult days.